Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the CW Clinic, episode 35 coming at you. First and foremost, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. You'll be hearing this on the Monday after Thanksgiving, but I really, honestly hope that everyone was able to have a warm meal, be around their family and or friends, and able to connect interpersonally, having conversations with your family on a day where we're all thankful is extremely important. I had a very small Thanksgiving myself personally. It was just my mother and girlfriends. But it was actually pretty awesome because though it was small, and 3 people is small for Italians, mind you. We're used to 30, not 3. But I hosted for the first time, and it was pretty great. I virtually did nothing other than provide the home and the champagne. My mom and Bree did everything. All of the cooking the night before, all of the baking, everything came out awesome. We had a small turkey, I think it was 8 pounds. I did the cutting of the turkey and the consuming of the food. We had a lot of things to celebrate, and we had some great champagne and some great conversation. And my point is, I hope all of you did as well. The biggest thing I really want to talk about when it comes to Thanksgiving is I think it's trendy for people to post about what they're grateful for on Thanksgiving and talk about what they're thankful for on Thanksgiving. But in reality, an awesome life tip that I could give everyone is being grateful on Thanksgiving is important, but what is more important-er, Marianne, is that a word?
I don't think so, but we'll pretend it is.
Okay. What is more important is being grateful on a daily basis. And what I mean by that is, it's awesome to be grateful on Thanksgiving and talk about on Instagram and Facebook what you're thankful for, just like everybody else. But it's more fulfilling to be grateful on a daily basis. Meaning, if you can keep at the forefront of your thinking what you're grateful for on a daily basis, honestly, your life will just get 100 times better. Gratitude is something that some really popular people talk about on social media quite often, like Gary Vaynerchuk and Andy Frisella. It's nothing new. It's something that you have to train your mind to see. So the majority of people that I am around, or I shouldn't say that, the majority of people that I see complain. They complain about this, they complain about that, they complain about fucking everything. Very few people talk about what they're grateful for more so. And that's who I surround myself around. I'm around people that are grateful to be alive, that are grateful for what they have, that are grateful on a daily basis. I've talked about this on the show before, but my daily practices for the past year plus have been get up in the morning. The first thing I do is use the bathroom. The second thing I do is not only wash my hands, but I wash my face. And I usually wash my face 2 to 3 times, maybe 4 times. And each time I pour the cold water over my face, I say what I'm thankful for. And the most important thing that I'm thankful for on a daily basis is my life. And if you've listened to this show, you know why I'm thankful for my life. If you haven't listened to this show and it's your first time, go and listen to episode number 1. Episode number 1 is when I talk about how close I was to death. And the interesting part about that situation was it was the closest I ever came to death. I had been very close dozens of times prior to that from my service in Iraq. But episode 1 is about when I was wounded in combat. Everyone that is killed in combat is given the Purple Heart. There are few of us that are alive with the Purple Heart. And that's for wounds received in combat. So every day I wake up, I wash my face, and I thank the universe for my life. It doesn't matter who you thank. You can thank God, you can thank Allah, you can thank Jesus, you can thank the universe, you could thank your dog. Just be thankful. Show gratitude. Start your day off with showing gratitude every day, not just on Thanksgiving. Your life will get better. Every day, every single morning, whether I'm sick, I have a migraine, I don't feel well, I'm aggravated, whatever the fucking thing is, I also write in my journal about what I'm grateful for. And some of the most common things that I write about are my life, my health, my prosperous businesses, my phenomenal staff, my team, the team that I've built, the 11 years of being self-employed, being a leader, my money, the money to come, my assets, my homes, my cars, my free time, things that I have, right? If you focus on a daily basis on things that you're grateful for, I guarantee you your life will get better. When you sit there and constantly think about what you don't have and how hard life is and why don't I have this and why am I not here yet, all you're going to do is create anxiety, complaints, and problems. This little tiny tip that we've talked about on the show prior, it's titled Morning Routine. Marianne, can you check what number that is?
Yeah, I can check right now.
The episode's on your morning routine. I go into detail how to do this. You don't have to write it in your journal, but I do. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm turning 35 years old. I have a journal, and I own that shit. And I write it. You got it?
It's episode 26.
Episode 26. Go listen to episode 1 and then episode 26. You want your life to get better? Listen to it. It takes time, guys. It will take time, but you'll shift your perspective. You'll shift your gratitude. You'll shift. If anyone listening knows me personally, they do not hear me complain. Because I don't. I focus on the good. And I stay driven on what I want. I don't complain about shit. Life isn't hard. Life isn't easy. Life is what we make of it. Be grateful on a daily basis. That's my point. Now that we have that out of the way, being grateful on Thanksgiving is awesome. Being grateful on a daily basis is optimal. Let's talk about the main topic today. The main thing I want to talk about today kind of coincides with being grateful, but I shared a post on Instagram last week that I originally wrote the week before. And this is a topic that resonates with me very deeply, and I found resonates with my audience on Instagram very deeply as well. I received about a dozen DMs, probably about a dozen comments, and several in-person conversations on this one post. And this one post was about people come and go. People will come and go in your life. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Well, I shouldn't say that. It doesn't matter that people come and go. What matters is how you look at it. The fact of the matter is, no matter who you are in life, what you do, where you are in life, how much money you have, how much money you don't have, people will come and go. There's no two ways around it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The lesson that I want to share with you is the lesson that I learned the hard way, the lesson that probably took close to 25 years to understand, is that it's okay. It really is. It's fine. People will come and go. Initially, when I was growing up, somewhere along the lines, I think that I really just wanted to be accepted. You know, I just really wanted like a good group of friends. I really wanted to be accepted with like the cool kids. You know, I really wanted to just keep people in my life, keep people around me. You guys know how it was growing up. Like your friends are the most important thing in the world for the most of us, right? And I think it was a deep insecurity of not being accepted, or why wasn't I being accepted, or why don't they like me, or am I doing something wrong, or all of the above. And I think it really, really like hit me pretty hard, and I think I buried it deep down, not only in my conscious but my subconscious, and because I didn't want to feel insecure about it anymore. And as I grew up, I don't think it got any easier, but I just almost expected people to go. And that's not fair to you, or in this case, it's not fair to me, and it's not fair to the person. But if you have expectations of people to be in and out of your life negatively, meaning, they're gonna fuck me, they'll be gone, it's not healthy. The point is, if you can shift how you look at it, right? So, I'm in a position to where people come and are in and out of my life, sometimes on a daily basis. I cut people off quick, like really fucking quick. If you suck my energy, if you suck my time, if you drain me, if you don't add to my life, you're out. All right? And that's not selfish. That's called protecting your energy. That's called protecting what your value is. Some of you need that lesson. Cut motherfuckers out that are no good for you, straight up. And we've gone over this before, and that's not a new topic. But where I am, I have people come and go all the time. And understanding why they're in your life in the first place is important. My purpose as a teacher is to teach people. And as a teacher, I have to understand that people will come in, learn from me, and move on. Now that I'm at this point in life, I've adopted this view of, okay, they've come and gone. Look at it for the good, what I learned, what you taught them, and they're continuing on in their journey. Understanding that my journey, or in your case, your journey, is not the most important in this situation. Their journey is. People come and they go. People come into my life all the time because they want to learn. And at 34 years old, I am grateful for that. But prior to my mid-30s, I expected them to come in, learn, and then fuck me, which screwed my views up on this situation. Those views came from being insecure as a kid, not being liked, not being accepted. I buried that insecurity with the rest of my emotion as I was a late teenager and in my 20s, because I was in the Army. You don't feel emotion when you're in the military. It's literally drawn out of you. Now, no matter the circumstance, I look at it in a positive lens of focus. Whether it's a friend or a fair weather friend or an employee or a family member or a romantic relationship, no matter the circumstance, I look at it as this person has come into my life for something. I have helped them in this way. They have moved on. I have opened the door for them. For instance, I know so many people that have come in and out of my life that now do nutrition, are competition coaches, and personal trainers. Initially, 10 years ago, I held resentment and I was mad. 10 years later, I'm like, wow, great. I opened the door and showed them their purpose. You know, the circumstances of them finding that purpose are debatable, but you look at the good. You've shown that person what they want to do with their life. And if I can harness the gratitude around that, I'm unstoppable when it comes to teaching people. Receiving starts with giving. I receive a lot of people, a lot of time, money, opportunities, but it all starts with the giving that I do. And if you know me personally, you know I give a lot. Not just of my time and conversations, which is most important, but also financially. And I receive good because I give good. And if I could look at this situation as giving, and you can look at this situation as giving people the opportunity to come into your life and teach them and give them lessons and help them, you will open the door for yourself to take it to the next level of giving and receiving. I know this isn't an easy one to understand. Marianne, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you think that you should give before you receive?
Absolutely.
Or do you have people come and go out of your life?
Oh yeah.
Do you ever get upset?
Depends on the person.
Right.
Yeah. Initially you could be upset, but if you think back and it's negative, then you're kind of thankful. But there are good people that also leave,
Right.
for different circumstances. And it's rough.
Right. It can be rough.
Mm-hmm.
It can be rough. So if you were to look at it in the lens of focus, like, hey, even if they left not well, you taught them and you gave them the tools necessary to achieve something.
Yeah. You're an important part of their life. No matter
You're
what.
you're empowering them.
Yes.
Right. And if they have a problem with you, that's them. That's not you.
Yeah.
That's them. Now, if you're wrong, you're wrong. But if someone has a problem with you and they've left your life, that's on them. But I guarantee they learned something in your life.
Yeah.
Have you ever had someone like learn your skill set and then leave?
I don't think so. I mean, I've had someone who was negative
Mm-hmm.
in my life that I cut out,
Yeah,
actually.
good.
They gave me a choice, and I said, no, it's fine. Just won't be friends if you don't want to, And she taught me how to read people and how to know when someone's being genuine and not being genuine. So, despite what she put me through, even though I didn't know it was negative at the time, now I know it's negative. And now I know how to bring people in my life and how not to, subconsciously. I've avoided a lot of people who have similar personalities to that person, and it made me grow as a person. So you could unintentionally do it, but in the long run, you kind of learn, despite it being a shitty thing, they taught you something, and I probably taught her something. Who knows what that is, but I'm sure I left a mark in a good way.
The beautiful addition, in the sense of you owe yourself $4, by the way.
I know.
And I lent you $5 last week, so you owe $9.
Okay.
Well, inside joke, guys. But Marianne, what she's talking about is, hey, listen, people come and go, but you also learn, right? And that's a really good addition. And I'm focusing on what you teach them as they go. But Marianne's point is very valid, that you also learn a lot. And in any relationship is a two-way street. Give and take, give and take, give and take. And it sounded like, in your case, They were doing a little bit more taking than giving, and that's not a relationship. But you learned a lot, which is very valid to also understand that when people come and go, you can learn, not only them learning. And that's very good to understand too, guys. Every relationship's a two-way street. When people come and go, you teach them and they teach you. And never hold resentment when they leave your life. Ever. Ever, ever, ever hold resentment. Let them find their good, whether it's with you or elsewhere. So let's recap here, okay? First things first, be grateful. Be grateful on a daily basis for everything you have. Even if you have a one-bedroom apartment and a cat, you can be grateful for the fact you have a pillow, you have a bed, you have a roof over your head, you have a cat, you have food in your refrigerator, you're not going hungry, you have a toilet, you have a shower, okay? Because it's, anybody could say anything. Well, it's easy for him to say, blah, blah, blah. No. Well, yes, it is easy for me to say, but it's also easy for you to say. You have to focus on what you have. More will come if you focus on what you have. Being grateful is a powerful, powerful, powerful lesson in life. Gratitude is a powerful lesson. And once you start operating with gratitude at the forefront of your day, I guarantee you your life will get better. That one-bedroom apartment will turn into a 4-bedroom house. That 4-bedroom house will turn into multiple properties. Those multiple properties will turn into an empire. However you want to look at it. Additionally, that gratitude and gratefulness will help you with the lens of focus on the fact that people come and go. People will always come and go. Always come and go. Don't chase them. If they want to leave your life, hold the door open for them. Let them find their good. Let them fulfill their purpose, their journey, their reason why they're on this earth. Let them go. Hold the door open for them. Those two lessons, gratitude and people come and go, will propel you in life. Understand them. Go back and re-listen to this if you need. And these aren't my concepts. These are concepts that I've learned and took me 10 years to understand. And you know what, guys? I always take my time to thank you. It might sound redundant, but this is a part of gratitude, right? I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you listening, for each and every one of you that shares this with their friend, for each and every one of you that reposts this, that follows us on iTunes, subscribes to us on iTunes, subscribes to us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is CW Clinic. Subscribe to that shit on iTunes. I'm thankful for you. Are you thankful for me? Tell me on a review. Please help me get this message out. The more reviews we have on iTunes, the more subscribers we have on YouTube, the more our message will help others. If this helped you, help me. Put a fucking review up. Subscribe. Help me. I'm helping you. I'm grateful for you. Are you grateful for me? You guys know I love you. I appreciate you. You know where to follow me. At Chris Warnes1 on Instagram. Christopher Warnes on Facebook. You know what? I'll plug my companies too. You want to understand nutrition and exercise science? At CW Fit. You want to see how the gym's doing? At CW Fitness CT. Marianne, you want them to follow you?
No, it's all right.
Nah, Marianne doesn't want you to follow. Just follow me. I'll lead you. On that note, guys, I appreciate you. I thank you. I value you. Please keep doing what you're doing and kicking ass in life. If you really want an edge up on life, though, DM me. I have a private group that we've talked about on this show. I will add you to it. It gets special content, special value, special attention that isn't seen on any other of my platforms. Hit me up if you want to be in there. My final words for today are, people come and go. Build them up while they're there and expect nothing in return.